Closing? No, not closing.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
Dave. Remember we were in the parking lot? This is what I want
Yes, the Crips.
our
and
people to hear, and your buddy, your partner, because there's only two of them. And what is your job, the two of you?
The two of us, it's a project called Operation Focus. And what we do is this. Thanks to the director, before we got on the ground, we met with the director of the Youth Detention Center. We met with Newark Public School System. We went around for 2 months throughout the city and audited who was really giving services. Not the ones who just get a grant, say, oh, they have all these services and don't have any. We audited them and we said we want to put wraparound services. So what we do, when a young man or woman is about to come out of jail, what we do is we will meet with them, interview them. What do you want to do?
Where do you meet them?
We meet them in the Youth Detention Center in a room. It don't look like this because when they close the door, somebody ought to buzz you out.
Right.
Once we meet them there, then we say, you go to court tomorrow? Okay, we will be there in court with you. We meet them in court, and the judge a lot of times will, in lieu of sending them down, they will give them 18 months probation, but the stipulations are you got to go to school, et cetera, et cetera. One of the biggest issues there is getting them to probation. The probation is in a blood neighborhood. Crips are not going to probation because they don't want to have to fight to get there or when they leave. So if we got to pick them up in our cars, we will take them up there.
Just the two of you.
There's two of us, a gentleman by the name of Earl Best, known as the Street Doctor. And this is a program that is not officially by the city of Newark, because the deputy mayor said we want to, instead of saying I have a better mousetrap, we want to catch a lot of mice and say, look at all of the mice we had. So as I'm sitting there, calls. I go to court tomorrow, text messages. So we are there with them all the way through. And once they get to school.
What did Doctor tell you though? When I was at the car and he came up, he said, man, 3 of them showed up and they're recruiting. Tell the people that the Crips and the Bloods were recruiting these boys as they were being released. Remember?
Oh, well, actually, yes, they're recruiting them everywhere they can find them. They're trying to some of them were trying to be recruited while they were in court. You go to court and they're shooting up signs. If this one is a Crip and there's a few Bloods there, they're shooting up signs like CK meaning Crip killer or BK meaning blood killer. One issue that we have, there's a big myth that amongst the younger people that there's this big recruitment drive. Actually, it is so much of a fad that gangs are turning people away because the young people want to join them. So they don't have to recruit. They want to join them. And the music is a part of it.
Wow.
Then you have some parents who is nice. My son can do a B-hop or a Crip walk. They wear red and all these different colors. But then when they get in trouble, now they want help. And it's serious as hell. And I'm at this point. I'm angry like them. I'm sorry, brother, I'm with you. Wherever he went, I'm with him. I'm angry. And if, as the Furtados mentioned, they listen to the people here, politicians, I work with a few of them, they understand money, some of them, and they understand bodies. If people don't want to listen, let's organize the young people, get them registered to vote. If your state has those requirements where if they're not on any type of paper, register to vote. And even if they are, register them anyway.
That's right.
And once you register them, then you organize them. They're still citizens.
Right.
So when there's a council meeting, then sign them up. Get about 30, 40 of them there, all of them coming up saying, I need a job. I need a job. Where's the reentry program for me? And then as they are organized that way, then people will start to listen, especially if it's a close race. And this is the message of empowerment to them. Education is so important, because when they're educated and they recognize the value of themselves, then no matter how low the standard somebody else sets for them, they have a high standard for themselves, so the low standard does not matter. So if you control the neighborhood, rather than shoot somebody down, organize your neighborhood, organize your block, and let's get it on and cracking. Wear your red, wear your blue. At least in New Jersey, it is not illegal for you to wear these colors and link up as a gang. But we tell them, if y'all keep up with all this madness, guess what? It's going to be illegal. So if you complaining about all the negatives that's going on in your neighborhood, then organize yourselves and empower your own neighborhoods. And you go down there and you walk around City Hall and these buildings because you belong there. Don't be afraid to not walk on a college campus. Go around there and tour the college campus. You should be in those classes. You can be in City Hall. Make your voices heard, and people will listen to you. Did I forget anything? Excellent book, since we're talking solutions, but for those who want to know, it is called 50 Most Answered Questions About Gangs But We're Afraid to Ask. It's by T. Rogers. This is an excellent book. He didn't go to, he has a PhD. He's a gangologist. He is known to be one of the founders of the Bloods. Check out what he has to say. Thank you. Yes. He is online. You can find out information. It's www.sidewalkuniversity.com. So Sidewalk has a lot of graduates, I think. www.sidewalkuniversity.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way, David has another job that pays the rent. He flies